The month of December is here. Let's take a look at some of the absolute best teams in Marvel Strike Force. These are the teams that are going to make your roster strong and stand out. Let's go ahead and get into it. The newest team on the block is the absolute A-Force. We got Kahori already in the game, so she should be spearheading this team. She's the flagship member. Can't wait to see how they do as the month continues to progress. If you need to get a hold of these members, the individuals you can find right now, the old school members, we have Ironheart. She's available in the Raid store. Otherwise, you can look for the Wasp in campaign node 2, 3. We're just coming off the heels of the Astral team. This is what we were able to do with them thus far this month. They are a war team now, it looks like. Battle World is on pause, but still, they're a new team. They're strong. We're going to be able to find work for them to do. Let's take a peek at the calendar. What kind of help are we going to get during the December calendar? Well, if you're brand new coming to the game, you have the Extreme X-Men. You have some members of that on the left-hand side. And then the next column, closest there to Miss Marvel Classic, we have Mercs for Money members. So you have a good raid team, you got a good war team. They're going to give you the foundation for that right here during the month of December. The most important game mode in Marvel Strike Force is Arena. That gives you the power cores to give your teams the engine that they need to go. So with that in mind, I'm going to say that the Annihilators are now the best team in Marvel Strike Force. So up till now, I would have said the Spider Society, but since the Annihilators are in the game, they're farmable. They're the strongest vanilla arena team in the game. They're going to help you in Crucible. They're going to help you in war, not so much in raids. I am still going to say that they're the best team in the game at this point. You're going to be able to farm up Gladiator just in a Spotlight raid, or you have Gore in the Blitz store, and you have Endgame Thanos in the Battle World store. Now, we're not sure exactly how that's going to work, but he is available there for the time being. So if you can get a hold of these characters, you can solidify your arena team and have a really strong team to help you throughout the rest of the game. Let's look at my stats here in Arena. Last time we checked in, I was at 102nd place. I'm trying to stay inside the top 100. That's going to give me the power cores I need to keep fueling my farming ability for the unfarmable characters using power cores. Last time we looked, I was in the 80th slot, so not bad, right? I'm still able to punch my way back inside that top 100. It's looking pretty good. So what's happening in my arena shard? If you know what other people are doing, you're able to know what the top of the arena looks like. You're able to look at what you need to do to win. So we have King Sheep, the third strongest player in my arena shard. We see here he has Annihilator characters like Gore, like Gladiator, Thanos, and then he has some of the Mythic characters, Odin, Mephisto, Apocalypse. Second is Zar. So we have some similar characters there. We got Annihilators, we got Gore. He's trying out the Shadow King. It's interesting. That's interesting. I have seen that once or twice in some individuals' roster. I'm not sure how that works, but he's definitely trying them out. It seems like it's going okay as he's in second place in my arena shard. And the individual coming in at the top spot at present is Zig. So he has Gore, Endgame Thanos, and Gore and Endgame Thanos. So those are the Annihilator members. And then for Mythic characters, Odin, Mephisto, Apocalypse. So if you can get a hold of those characters, you will be able to do well in Arena. One of the things that can stop us from moving forward is that Mephisto character. So last time we looked, the top 9 people had Mephisto, and now the top 20 in my arena shard. Since I don't have him, that pushes me out of that spot. So it's something to keep in mind. As more people unlock and that starts to creep down, that's going to limit where you can go or solidify what spot you can be in. If we take a look at my account right here, this is where I'm sitting right now. So I'm using mostly Annihilators. I'm flexing in that 5th character who is a Silver Surfer. I'm flexing in this case, Lady Deathstrike. I'm curious to see if Kahori can take that spot, or we'll know as the month goes on. Raids is the second most important game mode as far as I'm concerned in Marvel Strike Force. On Raids, you're working together to get things done with your alliance. We'll look at the teams that are doing the most when it comes to raids in the month of December. For the Spotlight raid, we have Alpha Flight. So most of those members are farmable right now. Second to them, the other part of the Spotlight nodes that you're going to need is the Spider Society. Really good team. Both of those teams are actually really good for various purposes. Make use of them if you have them available. Inside the Spotlight raid orb, the rewards you're going to get on the left-hand side We see some of these characters here. So if we look at Black Panther, Shuri, and Hank Pym, the only reason we have them highlighted because they are Illuminati characters. The other 3 members, Guardian, North Star, and Sasquatch, are all members of the Alpha Flight team. So this portion of the orb will help you to build those teams. We have Gladiator, like we said before. We get 5 shards of him each and every time that we open a Spotlight Raid orb. And then on the right-hand side, we do have the Wasp and Ironheart as part of the individuals you can get a hold of on the right-hand side of the Spotlight Raid orb. So they will be contributing to you building up your absolute A-Force. The other members there, we got some Orcus members, Night Stalkers, Astral. So these orbs are really good for newer players. They're going to help you get the characters that you need to move your account forward with the most accurate and most meta teams. For the Orcus raid, we need 5 different disciplines of raid characters. For the bio section of the lane, we still are using the Hive Mind team. For the mutant section, we have the Extreme X-Men. For Mythic, we have the Night Stalkers. They're pretty new. You may or may not have these members available. They're in the game now for the most part. A lot of them are farmable, or at least they're coming in through events, things of that nature, if you still need to get a hold of those members. Orcus is a team we're using to get through the tech section. They should be farmable next up. Since we're going through with the Annihilators right now, the Orcus are also starting to trickle in. They should be the next up when it comes to farming. So if you don't have that team, this is going to be soon an opportunity to build a strong raid team. When it comes to the skill section, Spider Society is still the best way to go. Cosmic Crucible is the 3rd most important game mode as far as I'm concerned. We did okay. We did all right. We were 55 and 35 on this account. That brings us to 5 and 4 from the last time we spoke. Let's see what we're using to get that done. The Illuminati is an excellent Cosmic Crucible team. Perhaps you're able to get Captain Britain. It looks like I missed out on a couple shards on this account. I did unlock him on the main account, but Captain Britain with the Illuminati will really give you an advantage in Cosmic Crucible. He's also going to help in other game modes as well. Cabal, another really good, really strong Cosmic Crucible team. Since they only have 3 members, you can slot in 2 other villains. That's how the team works. You can slot in 2 other villains. You can kind of control what the team is trying to accomplish. The Superior 6 are still good. They're still strong. An excellent Cosmic Crucible team. If you don't have them on the list, please look into investing in them, picking them up. It's difficult if you're a newer player because you don't necessarily have the resources to do that. But if you're looking for teams, those are some to keep on your radar. The results so far is last time we spoke, I was at 6,903rd place. And we've gotten down to, what is this here? 36,000th place. So we're doing well, right? It fluctuates. We're doing well. We're doing better. We're slowly moving up on the leaderboard. Alliance War. Alliance War is the 5th most important game mode. It's hard. They give you good rewards, but you need an alliance that wants to work together and do things in order to get somewhere with that. Our alliance is doing good. We got some new members in. We're doing good. We're 86 and 57. That means we went 6 and 6. We had a losing record last time we spoke, so now we're getting back to about where we should be. Absolute A-Force is supposed to be one of the best Alliance War teams in the game. We're going to see it. Definitely should be in the top 3 no matter what. Second only perhaps to them is Undying. They gave people a lot of these characters, zombies and whatnot. They're not really my style, but they handed out a lot of these characters last month. So if you got that team, they're going to be strong. Mercs for Money. Mercs for Money, excellent Alliance War team. We're using them to beat a lot of things. So the Sinister 6. So a lot of the Superior 6 characters with a couple of the old Sinister 6 characters, probably including Dr. Octopus and one other. People are using that. They're a really strong team. They're still getting it done against a lot of people. The New Avengers. Now the New Avengers, the reason why I got them on the list right now still is because they were giving people this team essentially for free with an event last month, right? So just by playing the game, some of us didn't notice that. We're endgame players, we didn't notice, but newer players, they were just handing these characters to you as you progress through the events last month. Good team, and you can use them to unlock Green Goblin Classic. Gamma is still on the list. I still have Gamma on the list. I wouldn't go hard after them, but they're still strong. I'm using them in the end game. They're still good they're still good as a counter to a lot of different things. So if you have them available, they are still indeed usable. So as an alliance, last time we spoke, we were 4,553rd place, and we dropped slightly. Interestingly enough, even though we recovered on the win-loss record, we dropped a little bit, 4,952. Not bad. Our alliance is doing well, man. Our alliance is doing well. I can't be mad at those guys at all. Guardians, no cap. Keep it up. Mythic characters. So I should have been talking a little bit more about this as time went on. I just do not have the resources to get the other characters. So Super Skrull, I'm on a legendary section. I only have one legendary character. I could invest in more, but I just don't have the resources. Apocalypse, same deal. I could have unlocked him. Just don't have the resources to put into characters. I'll have to peek and see how it's going. I might have them available to unlock as the new characters come out. Since the traits have changed, things might be going well. Listen, if you're looking for a good alliance, or if you are part of an alliance and you just need more help developing it, you want to be part of a family, the No Cap Cluster is here. The link's in the description, always in the description. Click it, talk to somebody in the recruiting channel. We'll put you in the right spot. We do have openings available in some of the top tier alliances that are doing end game content. We have Orcus D3 is a qualification there. There are a couple alliances available. This next grouping are still all end game alliances. So the green ones there are open. So we got openings in some of the top alliances that are doing the end game content. So if you need more of a challenge, if you're trying to progress, we do have some openings there. Again, the link's in the description. So these are still end game, mid game type alliances. Still working on maximum difficulty of Orcus, but they are not completing it at the 100% level. Looking for incursion type people. We don't have any alliances that are doing that. If you're in that portion and you want to come over to the No Cap Cluster, we can definitely find room for you. Same when it comes to Doom. And we do have we have one new player alliance that still has openings. We'll probably be trying to put together some more in the near future. So again, if you're interested in joining the cluster, please come check it out. Now I want you to look at a couple things here before we close. I got some Kahori pictures, just some that I made. We got 1 through 5. So you let me know which one you think is good. Which one of those 1 through 5 would you say is the best? So hey, please leave a comment down below. What teams are you using? Is there anybody that I should have put on the list that I didn't? And how are you enjoying Marvel Strike Force so far? And speaking about the A-Force, you can check out Kahori and the rest of the team, how they're going to work right here in the next video.